There is one hack that helped me hit $245,000 on Etsy in my second year on the platform. And it's not because it's complicated or because it costs money. It's because it feels a little uncomfortable at first. And most sellers would rather wait for sales to come to their shop instead of going out and getting them like I did. How did I do this? Well, every single time I created a new listing, I did not just hit publish and then wait for people to find me. I actually went out and brought the buyers to my shop. And the platform that I used to do this was Facebook. Facebook groups, buy, sell, trade groups, and Facebook Marketplace. This one strategy, Facebook alone, got me from my first lucky sale after 2 months on Etsy to then making over $10,000 a month just 8 weeks later. So this is not something that takes a long time to start working either. It works pretty quickly. I want you to think of this as the equivalent of door knocking. This is not glamorous. And I wouldn't even say it's fun until you start making money. But out of the thousands of Etsy sellers that I've worked with, this one strategy works the fastest. You just have to be willing to go the extra mile and do things that other sellers aren't willing to do. And one of our students, Tara, she actually watched our Facebook strategy videos, decided to apply them the same day, and she posted a personalized t-shirt. And then less than 2 hours after posting, she got a sale. Another student, Danny, she posted on Facebook using this same strategy, got a $185 sale from a single post and wrote, "I'm going to try it every week from now on." And that is the strategy. Most Etsy sellers are playing a very passive game. They create listings, they optimize their SEO, or they think they did, and then they just wait. And they are 100% dependent on the Etsy algorithm to decide when or if that listing will get shown to buyers. Facebook completely breaks this dependency. First, Facebook, it's a search engine, right? When you post in a Facebook group, the post does not disappear. Things we put on Facebook are getting traffic 9 to 12 months later. Virality can continue for many months. Very, very different than Instagram or TikTok. With Facebook, you do the work once and then it keeps compounding. Next, Facebook is very visual, but also clickable. So unlike TikTok, where you cannot really put links in comments, with Facebook, when you post a photo, you can post a clickable link. Someone can see that link and they can click on it and directly go to your shop. And suddenly they're on your listing page. And so that is a direct line from getting that initial attention to a potential sale. Facebook is the perfect way to dump traffic on your shop. And this is because there are groups for literally every type of buyer, every type of interest group or category you can think of. New moms, brides on a budget, people who do crafting, dog owners, pet parents, people who are planning an event or solving a problem that your product addresses. They're showing up, so now you just have to show up. Facebook has people who are actively looking for something, and your product can easily show up as the answer. Here is where most sellers go wrong with this strategy. They find one group, they post a couple times, nothing happens. Maybe they get a post deleted or something and they get super hurt about it, and then they quit. Facebook doesn't work anymore. Well, that's not the strategy. The strategy is a system, and it runs across 3 distinct surfaces on Facebook. Let's talk about the first one, interest groups. These are groups that are built around your ideal customer's passions, maybe the stage of life they're in, how they spend their time or money, their hobbies, maybe their location, their career, not around buying and selling and commerce. These are interest groups, maybe around specific causes, things related to identity, rustic wedding planning groups, or brides on a budget, or first birthday ideas, moms of 2027 babies, moms of twins. Let's say you are selling SVG files. Well, then maybe you want to be in all the different print-on-demand groups that you can find. Let's say you are selling custom hats. You might want to be in sports parents groups, school spirit groups, club team groups, tournament groups, team gift idea groups, coaching groups. These groups are not built for commerce. They're not built to sell things to each other, which means you're not just dropping links and then running away. You are watching the feed. You're looking for the right moment, posting strategically to get engagement from these members. You reply in the comments with a screenshot of your product, and the listing does show your shop name in it. It's clearly an Etsy listing. They can see your shop name, but you are not linking the product itself. Now, the second type of group is the easiest one, and these are buy, sell, trade groups. These are my favorite groups when it comes to the holidays. So holiday deals, Black Friday deals, and they want you to promote stuff. You're allowed to post products, prices, descriptions, links. Here's something that most sellers miss. They always stay local, but you don't want to just stay local. You want to go by customer type. You want to think about expensive locations, cities, zip codes. So think about baby buy, sell, trade, mom buy, sell, trade, women's fashion buy, sell, trade, and then think high income. So like Beverly Hills buy, sell, trade, Manhattan buy, sell, trade, Santa Monica, Scottsdale buy, sell, trade. And these areas have buyers who are spending money. Now, the third surface of Facebook is Marketplace. This is where you are listing your products directly on Marketplace. It's totally free. Buyers are actively scrolling, looking to buy stuff and to purchase. And once buyers message you about these listings, you can send them directly to your Etsy shop. Note that you are not linking your Etsy listing and your Etsy shop in the Marketplace listing. You are using the Marketplace listing as a lead magnet. And then you get them into your DMs, and that is where you can transition them over to Etsy if they want to. And that would be saying something like, I actually offered this with free shipping in my Etsy shop if you would be interested in also getting Etsy's free shipping and buyer protection, and they don't have to drive to a Walgreens parking lot to meet you at 10 p.m. And every time you launch a new listing, you better be putting that thing on Marketplace same day. New designs, you're putting them on Marketplace. New product categories, you're putting them on Marketplace. This is pure outbound lead generation. And this is something that you should be doing every time you publish something new. Now, to really scale and leverage this, you're not going to be the one doing this long term. Once you're making $10,000 to $15,000, $20,000 a month, you can easily outsource this to a low-cost VA who is trained as an expert on this strategy. And they might end up being in 1,000 to 5,000 groups over time, but it's not all at once. Maybe they're joining 5 to 10 groups a day in batches, maybe 5 in the morning, 5 at night, because if you're joining a bunch at once, Facebook can block your account temporarily if you're not doing this correctly. By the way, if you get a temporary block on your Facebook account, I personally recommend not taking it as a sign that you're doing something wrong. This is a sign that you are moving. It just means slow down for a day and then just keep going. Stay steady. Don't spend too much time all at once on the Facebook strategies. Let's just say 1 out of 20 groups is super profitable for you. Totally fine. This is a volume play. This is reps. And if you are in, let's say, 1,000 groups and maybe 5% of those are working, that is 50 active sales channels that are pushing buyers to your Etsy shop every day for free. That is 50 more channels than your competition who's too uncomfortable to do this. I mean, if you were to ask me, hey, Dylan, do you think it was worth it to spend 8 weeks in Facebook groups to go from 1 order to $10,000 a month consistently? What do you think I would say? Of course it was. Of course I'd be willing to post some things on Facebook to make $10,000 a month. I would do that every day. Now let's talk about the second biggest mistake that sellers make. And this is when they post on Facebook once and they post something that feels very forced. They get ignored or maybe they get removed from a group and then they declare this strategy doesn't work. The difference between a post that converts and a post that gets you kicked out is pretty simple. You have to be genuinely providing a solution for people, not pitching your products. In interest groups, you are never dropping links. You are watching the feed. You are responding to real questions. You're engaging with these people, giving real answers. And if the answers happen to include your product as a good solution, that's what we want. We're not being like sleazy salespeople. We're not spamming. We are helping solve problems. We're engaging with our target customer in a way that is helpful to them. We're not saying, this is my shop, I sell these. Remember, when links aren't allowed, you are doing the screenshot where the screenshot of the product includes your shop name in it. And then for buy, sell, trade groups, remember, you're treating this like a mini listing, right? You have your photos, your prices, descriptions. And if you're wondering like, what Facebook groups do I post in? Well, we actually teach this in our coaching program. We help identify groups that would be perfect for you and your product mix and your customers you're targeting. I do this on a lot of my coaching calls. People will say, Dylan, can you do Facebook strategy for this listing? And I will just go onto Facebook and do it for you. So if you need help on finding the groups, just let us know in coaching. If you don't have access to coaching, you can always reach out. But you want to make sure you are in active groups where people are actively engaging and talking to each other. There's a strategy between private groups and public groups, by the way. You want to make sure you are in private groups if you don't want friends and family to see you posting. Just keep that in mind. And the consistency rule is really what makes this work here. This strategy, I recommend giving it at least 30 days of consistency. I would say that's a non-negotiable. The sellers who succeed with this strategy are not the ones who are the most naturally comfortable on social media. These are the ones who do it anyways, every day, for long enough to see the compounded effect. Homework for you: join 5 to 10 groups per day. Post or comment in at least a handful of groups. Get used to engaging in them and providing value in these groups. List your new products on Marketplace every time you publish a listing. Get started just with that. That is a good daily practice. And the move that really separates shops that get early traction on their new listings from shops that just kind of get crickets when they publish a new listing is that every time you publish a new listing on Etsy, that listing needs buyers to see it immediately. So incorporate this strategy as one more step after you publish a listing. The Etsy algorithm values order velocity. Order velocity signals that that listing is worth showing to more people. Treat every new listing like its own outbound sales campaign. As soon as you publish it, take that listing, blast it, put it in your top Facebook groups, put it on Marketplace, bring buyers to the listing before Etsy even decides to show it. That is what I did every single day when I launched new products. That is why I scaled to $10,000 a month just 8 weeks after my first sale. And if you'd like any guidance on this, if you want to see the results like our sellers are seeing results, totally feel free to reach out. I'm actually going to put a 16-step checklist in the comments that is going to give you some steps on how to get more traffic to your shop as well. And I think it'll be really helpful to you. Feel free to grab it. It's a free resource for you. Enjoy it, follow the steps, and I will see you all in the next video.